Yo my people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering 3 versatile New York drill high energy style effects that you can add to your videos or any high energy music video. For example, it doesn't have to be just drill.
We up to 9. Yeah, we in the murder homicide.
Now the effects. 1 being an overlay which can be used at any point in the music video. 2 being a B-roll style one, so the glowing eyes. You can use that whenever you slow down a clip or when you've got a B-roll style thing like the one I've done as an example. And the 3rd one being a gunshot one. That's very high energy. You can add that at the points where you can feel the energy picking up in the video. So I've given 3 very versatile kind of effects to work with here. So yeah, hope you lot enjoy it, man. Let's just get straight into it. Alright guys, first step, what you want to do is copy over the clip, then go into the clip with the rotor brush tool, go inside and find the part of the clip that you want to mask out to do the glowing eyes. Now you don't want to do a clip with loads of motion blur like this because that's just not going to be very accurate. So I'm going to do it around, let's say, here, just when he opens his eyes. So let me just mask him out and then we'll go to the next step. That's completely fine. As you can see, everything's stable enough and looking alright. So what you're gonna do now is freeze. Okay, next step. Alright, once everything's frozen, I want you to disable your normal layer underneath, so you just have a weird little pair of black eyes. How weird does that look? First thing I want you to do is add the plugin Fractal Noise, which is built into After Effects. Okay, you're gonna have something looking like this. Next thing I want you to do, up the brightness, up the contrast until it's looking alright. From there, to make it more detailed, you need to go into transform, go down to scale and scale it down to whatever you feel is best. So I'm going to say, let's say around. So now we're going to go to evolution, alt and click the stopwatch so it goes red. From there, you're going to type time, star and let's say 250. Okay. Now from there, you're going to have something looking like this. You're right, it's looking very weird at the moment, but let's fix it now. First thing I want you to do, add deep glow. If you do not have deep glow, you can always use normal glow and then add a tint. It's up to you how you want to do it, but in this tutorial, I'm going to use deep glow because it's just better. There's no debating, alright? So keep playing between your radius, exposure on your deep glow, and your brightness and contrast on the fractal noise till you get something looking like this, okay? Next, you're going to go down to your deep glow again, go to tint, enable, and whatever color you wish. I want it to be blue, just to be on theme with the video, so let's say that kind of blue. Alright, next thing you're going to do, get your deep glow, copy it over so you have 2 deep glows. Right, now, you see how detailed this is? I'd prefer it to be a bit brighter looking. So what I'm going to do is up the exposure a little bit on this number 2. From there, go over to, where is it gone? Fractal noise. Up the brightness again, keep going, yeah, that will work. Also, roto brush, feather it to however much you think looks best. So you can go back onto your normal clip now and you can just see whatever you think looks best. So I'm going to say something like that. But you see this glow ring, it's too weird looking, so now let's fix that. So alright guys, I just wanted a very subtle mist, so I just lowered the exposure on deep glow number 2. Now the next step you want to do is, first of all, collapse all of these, go back down to your bottom layer, window and tracker, okay? Track motion, find a spot on your character or whoever it is that has a high amount of contrast so you can get a good track. I'm going to say around, let's say the middle of his nose, bring this out so it has more space to look for, start tracking from there. So let's move it over here, use this button to track forward and it could be better, right? So you see how it jumps the gun a little bit here. I'd say let's manually do it ourselves. So bring it here and there we go. Much better, okay? Then next thing you want to do is go over to new, null object, then edit your target, stick it on the null object. Apply, X and Y, okay. Trim it down, boom. Trim it down again, boom. That's fine. Okay, so now you have your null layer tracked to the nose, and that's the same movement, so it's completely fine. Next thing I want you to do is import the overlay I have linked in the description. Go onto mode, stick it on screen. Next step, once you've positioned it where you like it, grab the pick whip tool, and you see how I've already linked it. Grab your pick whip tool, go over to null and just drag and drop. That way, it's gonna import all the tracking data, okay, and put it on to our new smoke layer. Perfect. Okay, now let me do the other eye and let's get back to the next step. Again, just go through all of the footage, make sure that the tracking is lined up properly with how you want it to be. Me, I'm fine with that how it is. That's looking okay. So next thing I'm going to do, go over to opacity, lower it by, let's say, up to around 60, 55-ish. That's completely fine. Now let's do a nice little smooth transition. So go back to your eye layer, stick it on 0 at the start. Just go a slightly bit in front, 100, okay? Next, you're going to go over to your smoke layers, cut them to the layer where it needs to be. Same with this side. Now, do the same thing with the opacity for the smoke, but now make it a bit longer and space both of them apart. And that, guys, is the smoke tutorial done. On to the next one now. Do you want free effects? You heard me right. I'm going to be dropping my all-rounder preset pack very soon in the next few days. However, just for a limited time only, I've got a sample pack. Click the link down below. 3 free effects, a CCTV overlay, and 2 sick transitions for high energy visuals. I'm giving this out for free for a very short amount of time, so make sure you click the link down below, go grab it while you still can, and yeah, let's get back to the video. Alright, you lot, the next effect we're going to be covering is the color isolation effect. It's so much easier than it looks, so let's just get straight into it. You're going to go onto your effect, go into your effects tab or your console, type in leave color, okay? Next thing you're going to do, find the part of the clip which perfectly shows the color you want to keep. Use this little tool here, drag and drop, okay? Go back to another part where you can see everything happening. Go on to amount to decolor, bring that all the way up, then play with the tolerance and the edge softness until you get something looking like this. Yo, this is how it's looking after adjusting all of the tolerance and the edge softness. That looks pretty sick in my opinion, and again, it's the easiest one to do out of all of them. It's literally one click. So easy, man. On to the next effect now. Alright, we're on the last but not least effect. The gunshot to the screen, shattering glass is sick. I'm actually using the free gun effect sample pack from Cinepacks. They've been generous enough to give this out for free, so I appreciate them. We're going to be using this to create other effects, so make sure you go download that and let's go on to the next step. First thing you want to do, find out when you want the gunshot to be let off. As you can see, his trigger finger is just going off there. Just about what? He clicks it, the back kind of bit there. Just try and imagine what you're working with, if that makes sense. It may sound nuts to you, but that's about it. So I'm going to bring it just to about there. That's fine. Maybe scale it down a little bit, not too much though. Now after you've done that, you should have something like this, just a quick little one like that. But also I'm going to add more than one, so let me just hide this and let's move on to the next one. So duplicate, go on to the next part where he clicks his finger, just about there. Bring it up a little bit. Next part, just about there again. See, click, boom, bring it just about there. So now we have 3. It's looking like this. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Now I'm actually going to add a deep glow to this. Okay, deep glow just makes it look a little bit nicer. Bring down the exposure to about 0.4. Bring up that, copy, paste and paste. So now I've got this on each one, as you can see. Looks quite cool. Now let's move on to the next step. Shells firing. My. As you can see, we've just got a single shell firing. So I'm just going to line it up with each of these. You see where it is there? Shells are a lot smaller than that. So I'm going to bring it to about here where his hand is. Just bring it about there. Same with this one. Just position the exact same. Honestly, they drop so much sauce with this Pac-Man being completely real. Let's move on to the glass bullet holes. You can see I'm going to have to scale mine down. Okay, so number 1. As you can see, muzzle flash there. I'm going to position my new one just around here. I've shortened it to keep it more of a bigger impact, if that makes sense. Let me scale this up a little bit, about there. It gives it more of a impact, if that makes sense. Instead of, as you can see, when it does this, it just comes up slowly. I've just got rid of that just for the sake of this clip here because of how fast we're going. So that's number 2 there, let's say. Let's put down here. So this is our final effect with all of it passed in, but we're not finished yet. That already looks sick, but now we're gonna pre-compose all of the glass bullet holes. Go into here, deep glow, add that in. Then you're gonna up the radius and lower it down to around 0.15. I think the glow adds a nice little touch to it all, so I just added a tiny little bit, about 0.15 of a deep glow, kept the radius about normal, so that's what we got now. Now it's time to add the shakes. Okay, so what I've just done is cut where the original clip was and just pre-comped everything together to just make life a little bit easier. Next thing I've done is added motion tile. I've made the output width and height higher, that's fine. Now you're going to add an adjustment layer, add shake, and then you can use a preset of your choice, or you can do it yourself. Alright guys, this is the final version of the effect. Looks quite cool with all the shakes added in my opinion, and yeah, that's it. Now here is everything put together in one go.
Mars, you know we up to 9. Yeah, we in the murder homicide.
Well, that's it for this video. Hope you lot enjoyed it, but more importantly, I hope you learned something from the video. Let me know what else other types of effects you want to see down in the comment section. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Now please like the video, it doesn't cost a thing, it also doesn't take much time at all. Helps me get up in the algorithm to help more editors like yourself. So yeah, hope you lot have a good day. I'll catch you lot next time. Safe.